Hello everyone. Welcome to the final video of this series. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for being a part of this with me. Whether you've been joining in live and following along, or whether you are finding these videos days, weeks, months, years later. Thank you. And you should thank yourself as well, because yes, while I show up to hold the space and to provide the knowledge and share these videos, you're the one that's showing up for yourself. You're the one who is applying what I'm sharing to your own life. And that takes a lot. So honor yourself for that. Applaud yourself for that. That is amazing. So while I give people a chance to hop on live, I'm going to go ahead and oil up as you hop on. Say hello so I know that you are here. Or if you're watching the replay, say hello so I can thank you for watching. So throughout this series, we have been exploring different tools to use to be able to have a sacred self-care plan that makes sure our needs are met, different tools for going deeper into ourselves and understanding what needs to be healed, as well as some fun spiritual practices to just bring that essence of magic into our lives. And so I was thinking, what do I title today's video? And I had one title written out and I ended up erasing it, and it was like, no, the title needs to be How to Be Happy, because one, it's the question that most people are asking is how do I be happy? And two, this is a major foundation to the work that I do with people, is seeing what's there, why aren't we happy now, and doing the work that we need to do around that. And so it felt like the question that would get most people to say, all right, I need to listen. And this is a video for you to listen to. So, how to be happy, right? What does being happy even mean to you? What does happiness look like in your life? What would be present in your life that would make you happy? How would you know that you are happy? How would you know that you were happy? If you woke up tomorrow morning and anything that was in your way of happiness is gone and you're happy, what's gone? What's there? What happened? I encourage you, explore that. So besides how to be happy, one of the other questions I get all of the time is, what are my blocks? People love to ask intuitives this question because, well, once we know our blocks, then we'll be able to be happy, right? This is the real question that we keep asking ourselves, is how to be happy. So what are my blocks? And when somebody is asking, what are my blocks? What they're really asking is, what is it within my programming that keeps me from thinking that X, Y, and Z is not mine to have, or is not my truth, or not in alignment? What is it within my programming? We have so many different programmings going on within us at all times. We've got our emotional programming, we've got our family systems programming, and those are the two of the biggest ones at play. These are the two that, no matter what, come naturally. And so our family system programming is what we learn from our family. It's what we grew up seeing around us, that we just accepted as truth because we didn't know any better. What are the beliefs? What are the behaviors that your family had, that you were witness to, that you accepted as truth, that maybe you don't accept anymore, but it's still impacting your life somehow? It's something maybe that you haven't even thought about recently until I ask you that question. And if you don't want to respond to things or react to things the way just because that's how your mom or your dad responded, or that's how your grandparent responded, then what do you respond from? Do you just respond from your emotions? Sometimes, but that it doesn't always lead to our most authentic expression of ourselves or the most graceful expression of ourselves. So when all we have are these two programmings that we are trying to experience life through, make meaning with, we get stuck. We end up doing all the things, doing all the work, and yet nothing is changing long term. We feel better for a moment, but then the moment passes. And each time, rather than it getting easier and easier to get back to a place of feeling good, either it feels harder or we just feel hopeless about it. So when there are things that we are trying to call into our lives, things that we are trying to embody, but we just can't, something's not happening, there's like a 99% chance because there is something within our emotional and family system programming that needs to be redressed, that needs to be addressed, that needs to be unlearned. And so that way we can create a programming that feels good. And so that's where our spiritual practice comes in. Because if we just try to take away this programming, that's when we end up feeling really unsafe. That's when we end up feeling really isolated and insecure. Anxiety can be triggered this way because we aren't grounded. It's like our root chakra and our crown chakra are just saying, well, what do you want us to do? How do you want us to experience this? How do we make meaning of this event that just happened? When we have a spiritual practice, we have a way of making meaning gracefully, love-based meaning. We have a way of witnessing and feeling the emotions without the judgment. We are no longer a prisoner to living out the cycle that our mothers and fathers and grandparents and great-grandparents and all the ancestors that came before us lived. We are here because we are the ones breaking the chains of the cycles. We are meant to be the pattern disruptors. We are meant to share ourselves and to share ourselves in the way where we remember our truth and we remember our connection to a higher power and to the healer that is within us. And that is why I do the work that I do. This is why I take my degree of marriage and family therapy and I blend it with my intuition and I say, okay, let's dive into those programs. Let's see what is there. Let's not only do the therapeutic story work around it, but let's do Reiki. Let's remove the energy. Let's create your own ritual for alignment. Let's create your own spiritual practice so that way when you are experiencing depression and anxiety, it doesn't overwhelm you, it doesn't overcome you. You can overcome it. And you can feel confident and clear on what it is that even makes you happy and who you are. And you can say, I am going to be the writer of my story now. I am no longer victim to those patterns, to those cycles. I'm going to do the work, find the pattern, break it, create new. And life's going to feel really good. All of the shit that we makes us feel unhappy, we have a way of addressing it and overcoming it. And so you guys, if this is the kind of work that you've been waiting to do, Perhaps you've tried talk therapy before and there's just something missing, or you've thought about working with a life coach, but you know that you want something that goes a little bit deeper into the healing and want somebody who's got that education that you can trust along with the intuitive gifts, then I invite you to work with me. I have 8 spaces right now to work with people on a weekly basis. However, if you know that you just really need somebody for an hour to check in with, to do that work with and focus, I offer that as well. So if you're interested, I'm going to drop the link to my website and you can begin to take a look and decide if you are ready to book a consultation and perhaps sign up for a package to do. I would go month by month, so that way we can continue to re-meet and reassess. However, I've had people sign up for 3 months at a time with no problem before as well. So if you want a consult to see if that's right for you, I offer those for $25. And when you decide to go ahead and purchase a package, I take $25 off the package. So I'm so excited. The women I've already started to work with are just incredible. And to see the transformations happening so quickly is so awesome. To see them starting to message me with their own ritual ideas and having those aha moments has been really beautiful. I'm ready to have those aha moments with you. So let me know if you're ready to start that work together, and I'm so excited. I will drop the link. Let me know if you have any questions whatsoever. And again, take care. Love you guys.